The Shin Show. Today's guest, Director Jayil Park.
Okay. The next question is, can we know more about the process of Doyoung's live music video?
Okay, so when I was looking at their lives as K-pop idols, I was like, wow, there's 9 members and there's this very short music video. Like even if you see like Two Baddies, everyone has like a very limited amount of time to appear on screen. I don't think it's intentional, but sometimes some members aren't as prominently featured in a music video as others. So our concept for the documentary was, you know what we're gonna do? NCT 127 and K-pop music videos in general are already high production value, and it's fast paced. You know what we're gonna do? We're gonna slow it down, and we're gonna barely do any cuts, so you can see your favorite member nonstop. And that was our concept. Many people were worried about that concept because they hired me because they thought I would do the flashy parts well. But when I said, oh, you know what, I'm gonna have Tae just sing throughout, and I'm not gonna do anything. I'm just gonna have the camera on Tae the whole time,
And
Doyoung too, and Utah too the whole time. They were worried because they were like, wait a minute, you're known to do the mise en scène, like the pretty images, and I said no, we're gonna just keep the camera on them so that the fans could see them nonstop, and many were worried, but you trust them, though, right?
I think it's because it's like this is like you're not like always trying to use the tools of flashy or artistic or cinematography. It's more about how to accentuate that specific thing that you want to relay on. It's not, you're not really picky on which medium to use because you are trying to use the one that's most effective.
Exactly.
So you're not picky.
Exactly. So to answer your question further about Doyoung, like the beach, like the ocean, was very important for him. Just same thing with Jungwoo. Like if you watch the series closely, all of their stories are related. Like you'll see Utah's story sort of related with Cheon. Jungwoo, like he used to go to the ocean in a similar vehicle with his mom to Doyoung and his mom. Like the ocean was very important for the beach was very important for Doyoung. So of course we're gonna have him perform in the beach, and he's wearing a school uniform. So, and the song choice, obviously, like a lot of fans love him singing that. But I'm gonna give credit to Doyoung. Actually, we had another song that we chose, and then Doyoung actually said, no, let's not do this song. Why don't we do Run With Me?
Yeah.
So it was actually. So I want to emphasize again that this was an organic process in which the members participated heavily in the creative process. And Doyoung actually chose the song, and it's a lot better than our choice.
Yeah.
And we're like, oh my God, why didn't we think of that?
Yeah. And I think a lot of the fans were really curious. It's like, was it live? Was this like pre-recorded? I think that's one thing. But I mean, come on, like I don't think we would have done it pre-recorded.
Well, the thing is, all of them are live music videos. Like even Utah's could be considered a live music video. We took out like the sounds of the split step and stuff, but I really didn't want to. But because there was like a lot of other sounds, but we shot it live, like as if you were just watching it there. And then that was our concept. So that's why we want to do live music videos. When we were shooting Doyoung, the music wasn't played, like the music was only in his ear. If you watch the live music video for Tae and Doyoung, at the end they always take out their earpiece because that's where they are in one earpiece they're hearing their voice, and one earpiece they're hearing the music. So there are actually no like concert technical like technically advanced mics. It's just basically what you would have on a film shoot.
Exactly.
So they're just singing a cappella almost, like like no special mic. So Tae's, and then one take, mind you. So it's you can only choose one take because like if they mess up in the middle, you got to still use it, So there was no special equipment. What you hear is what we recorded.
Exactly.
Yeah.
During like Doyoung's performance, Run With Me, was there a special moment?
He killed that song. Like, I mean, oh my God, like.
Yeah. It felt like that song was made for him. Like it was a beautifully well song.
What I loved about it was he was barefoot, like it was his bare feet on the sand. It was almost like he was just talking to the fans, And it was funny because like in the middle I gave direction, which I regret, which was I told him like, can you be more like think a little bit more about what the like connect it to your past a little bit, like just regular directors do. And Joanne told me like, I want to be more honest, director, like, Jayil, like I want to just, be myself. And I was like, oh my God, yeah, you're right. Sorry. Like, just be you.
Yeah, I think that's another evidence to show like we're not pushing them to do a certain way. Like we're really trying to capture how they want to be perceived.
Exactly. That's the concept. The concept is to show the members' honest self and show their intention and show a side of them that they want to share that hasn't been previously seen.
Yeah. I mean, the reason I keep bringing this up is I just want to tell people like how difficult it is when you're so stressed and so tired. You have this tendency thought in your mind that you just want it to go this way, so you want to kind of lead them that way. But like you tried so hard to just make it as true as possible. I think that's why I like as you, not as just a friend but as a director, that's why I have so much respect for you that is you just really you really try to keep it true, and then I think that's so difficult to do.
Well, the thing is, when you have so many creative mediums like animation, performance, improvisation, and theater, like when you have those fictitious elements, those wouldn't come together well unless it's the underlying base is true. So the most important parts weren't the animation or theater. The most important parts were the actual interviews where the members, are candid and honest and thoughtful about their past. And of course you want to focus on that. And I think more than me, you should be thankful to the members.
Oh yeah, of course. I mean, I think that's the base.
Imagine the K-pop, with like another K-pop idol band, and I'm not gonna name names, but imagine having, some of those K-pop groups, they would never be this candid. Just to add, I want to say like some members, what was so surprising was that they're exactly the same in their private image as they're in the public image.
Yeah.
Like a great example being Mark.
Exactly.
Mark
I was gonna say
Mark is exactly the same, whether the camera's on or off,
Yeah.
The Shin Show.
Okay, so this question is about Cheon.
Yeah.
Was Cheon very nervous to do his stand-up comedy session? Did he have a real audience on set to interact with him?
Oh, so thankful for this question.
Yeah.
Because we did Cheon so wrong with this because we cut so much and we actually wanted to just have it straight through. It's a longer one. And also there's so much of him preparing for the stand-up comedy that got cut. And it was so funny.
Yeah.
Like, oh my God, like, please don't cut this out. But like Cheon preparing for the stand-up comedy I almost feel like it's even more entertaining because it was so hilarious because he was doing the whole thing. There was like a sequence that could cut out. Like he brings out an empty jar of jam.
Yeah.
And he says, "Hello, my name is Cheon from the group known for No Jam."
Yeah.
No Jam. I don't know if No Jam, if the fans understand, it means like, because at a certain point on NCT 127, when they were in these variety shows, they were known for not being as entertaining or they're reserved and, so no jam meaning not fun.
Yeah, no fun? Like no jam, yeah.
Yeah, but I think that's why Jaehyun was perfect for it because Jaehyun is like a serious personality a lot of the time, and yet he's coming out being the stand-up comedian. But another thing I want to say that's so important, that Jaehyun prepared for the stand-up comedy 4 hours. 4 hours, man. Like, actors, stand-up comedians, actors, like anyone would say, "Are you crazy?" Because he was so busy. The writer had the comic writer Nayeon Lee, and there was also Kim Bo, and was also another. There are two writers working with Jaehyun for 4 hours. All right, and we're documenting the 4 hours they're working together, and then we have to go to the stand-up comedy place, and then he has to perform. Imagine how much pressure, but he killed it, and he's a talented actor, so. He memorized the stand-up comedy in 4 hours. So he's preparing for his stand-up comedy, and then he's overhearing people laughing outside because, the other comedians doing the, opening the show. He gets curious like a little kid. He gets up, goes out, and watches the show. So imagine like you're about to perform your first stand-up comedy in your life, but you're curious. So he's calm enough to take a moment and go out and watch her show, and he was enjoying it. And then he went back inside, prepared a little bit, and went on stage and killed.
And the sub question was, did he have a real audience on set?
Yes, he did. The audience were a mixture. Half of them were not even NCT 127 fans.
I think it was more than half, to be honest. It was more about 70% were just random people we brought in, and 30% was the fans, because I think it helped him as a support. Like it was a support team.
Well, the thing is, he didn't need support though, because even like when the reception wasn't good, he would like improvise and make them laugh. Like, you know, like I remember there was one joke he did that didn't go over well, and he would just be like, you know, and everyone just cracked up, because I mean, he changed the lines as they went. Like the part where he's like, you know, do I have an imperfection? And he's like looking for it. And the actual line is like, you know what? I don't have any imperfections. I'm just going to keep my day job. But seeing the reception where the fans are like, no, you don't have anything. You're perfect. You're perfect. It's like, instead he changed his line. He said, you're right.
Yeah.
I'm going to keep my day job. So, you know, he has the talent to improvise. So in a way, like all the members have pretty good acting chops, I think.
Yeah.
One thing I'll also add, because I'm just so upset about so much being cut, like Jaehyun rehearsing for the stand-up comedy. I remember my directing team, the woman, swooning over Jaehyun. Because like Jaehyun's the guy that, like Jaehyun's like so perfect. He's a great actor, singer, dancer, rapper, English, great voice. And it's almost like, yeah, I don't want to like Jaehyun. It's like he's the most popular, handsome guy in school. So like, you want to not have him be your bias in our team, you know, our directing team. But they see the takes, they see the footage of him preparing for the rehearsal, and everyone's just swooning over it, like, because he was like a cute little boy, you know. Because like that's like footage, like we were not acting, he was it himself.
Yeah.
And he was like, everyone was saying he's so cute, not like handsome and like 멋있어, like, or cool. They were saying he was so cute preparing for the stand-up comedy. Because he was embarrassed. His embarrassment when he's like messing up and embarrassed, it's not like he's trying to hide the embarrassment. He's just like an open book, you know. But anyway, moving on.
Yeah.
The Shin Show.
Okay, moving on to Utah. What is the Easter egg and or the reasoning behind the setting inside the metropolitan train?
Wow, these questions were really well selected. Like, I don't even know. Like, this is so thoughtful. Is it? Are you serious? These are questions for fans, or are you guys pretending? And
No. These are questions. These are
the it's like,
fan
what
bases,
is this, like,
fan bases of the three fan bases.
sounds like a cinema file question.
Well,
not like. But anyway,
yeah.
Great question. And that's why I have to be honest. Again, the theme for this interview is so much of stuff got cut, and the reason why I'm saying it, please don't cut this, because it'd be ironic if you cut what I'm saying because of talking about being cut. The reason why I'm saying this is for the members, because I sent individual texts to all the members about what got cut, and the criticism I agree with so much is not that it shared too much, but it didn't share enough. And that's why I asked you if I could say it in an interview that about stuff being cut, because we're cutting out elements of what they shared with us, and that's where I feel you know, like I let them down. You know, that's why I have to do this. So what got cut with Utah is the fact that Utah talks about him just living a normal life like other citizens, you know, of Korea. He'll just take the subway, take a cab, he'll go outside. He won't even wear a mask, you know. He'll go to a cafe, and that's how cool he is. Like, he'll go to just live his life like a normal person. Go to the studio, he'll walk, he goes for walks and stuff. He'll take the train. So that's what we wanted to express to that. But I think because of a lot of the stuff that got cut, those details, I think, got a little weak.
Yeah,
you know
it got lost. It got lost in the editing.
Yeah, so that's why we wanted to show him in the normal setting among regular people. Like, you know, you have Taylor in the taxi, you know, Utah in the train. There's also, you know, Mark, who's always like walking. You have like, you know, Changho and Do-young in their respective minivans, you know. So it's NCT 127, which is the longitude latitude of Seoul. So we wanted to incorporate a lot of different forms of transportation. We wanted to have everyone moving to some place and then all come together at the end. You know, we were asking all the members for Chaeyeon's introduction. We were asking all the members, what do you feel about Chaeyeon? Do you think he's handsome? And everyone obviously thought he was handsome. And you know, even like Toyotan says, I think he's the most handsome in the group. And then Yuta had the most hilarious answer. He was like, I'm envious. You know, like joking. He's like, I'm envious. And it's such an honest and funny and like joking answer. And then he was like, you know, talking to us like, I wonder why I'm not as popular to girls as Chaeyeon is. You know, and then he starts laughing like, yeah. And it was like, oh man, like, so that's why Utah's so honest. And
All right, so moving on to Tae. Was it always planned from the start to have him sing his song Will Be?
I secretly, as a director, in the back of my mind, always had the intention of Tae singing a song. Based on my research, I just thought that Tae is like one of the few members who doesn't have a solo, you know, like a solo song unless someone's featuring, you know. And you know, Tae was working on a solo album, and I was like, you know what? I want to show Tae like any song he wants to do from the beginning to the end. And I'm not gonna cut anywhere to even like pretty shots of Seoul with a drone shot and blah blah blah. I'm just gonna stay on him and I'm gonna let him have his day in the sun, you know. But the Will Be was chosen by Tae. He chose what song he wanted to sing. But the concept with the, you know, as a director, I have that artistic obligation to, you know, find something like a suitable live music video setting for that song. And I chose A Taxi because, you know, it's connected to his father's story, you know.
The Shin Show.